All right, welcome back to another episode with the Girlies and the Besties. Woo. Episode 2. And today, we'll be doing some Reddit stories.
Reddit stories.
Reddit stories. Is there a certain, genre that we're doing?
Yeah, so the Reddit forums?
I think that's a right word,
the
yeah.
Reddit forums are another asshole.
The what? Why do I feel like every episode somebody stutters?
Someone's always...
Damn it.
Well, I didn't practice reading out loud, so if I stutter, I didn't stutter.
Yeah, we'll cut it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's Am I the Asshole? And relationship advice. So,
ooh, I love it.
yes. Okay.
All right, let's jump right in. I'm already so nosy.
Okay, so my in-laws hate me, 23F, and because my boyfriend is white and I am not. Okay, what should I do?
Oh, man.
Initial thoughts?
Oh, man. Already when she says that her boyfriend is white, I'm like, oh, God. She has to be a person of color. And I'm like, that's typical for people of color.
That is. Girl, leave him. I'm just kidding.
We don't know the whole story.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think
You can
OP...
choose your family or me.
Ultimatum. Heck no.
I don't think OP is a native English speaker, so I'm gonna have to correct some of her English probably as I'm reading this. But yeah, okay. So I've been dating this guy for 2 years now, and we've come from different backgrounds. He comes from a family that is not exactly rich, but can afford having multiple properties. That's rich.
Oh.
And my VF has his education paid for him and is now a software engineer. He lives in one of their houses, typical white family with the mom being specifically difficult.
Oh. What does that mean?
On the other hand, I don't know, she didn't elaborate. Well, she'll elaborate actually after this.
Oh, okay.
I, on the other hand, come from a family of immigrants from Latin America. We live in the poorest city and I can afford education as I work and study, and I have half scholarships. I'm graduating this year in economics.
Okay.
A year ago, I found it weird that my boyfriend didn't want to introduce me to his family, but then he did, and I got what he didn't want to. Here's a list of things she said to me, his mom, after meeting me for the first time. She is too fat. She could lose some kilograms, and that ass is too big. Okay, girl.
That ass, okay.
She dresses too provocative. Should learn how to dress. Be careful, because people like her, quote, Latinas, usually go after money. Be sure to use protection. I would hate to have those grandchildren.
Wow.
Whoa, that mom is bold. She is bold to make those comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sound really religious.
Well,
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. They haven't mentioned anything about religion yet, but I can see the traditional values that she might have.
That's crazy. Sorry. I was just gonna say, honestly, I feel like a part of me, if that was me, I feel like a part of me would be like, damn, because that's like my partner's mother. So I feel like a part of me would want to please her and be like, dang, how do I get on her good side? But petty me, I'd be like, oh, you want to talk about mothers? No, just kidding.
You want to talk about
You want to talk about mothers.
No, but yeah, I'm like, wow, I would not have let that slide, to be honest. So. But
yeah, maybe I would have oh, okay, that's good to know. I can't do anything about my body, obviously, but whenever we go visit your parents, I'll dress more accordingly, you know?
But, well, I mean, because then I'm thinking, I'm like, what do they count as provocative? Because is that what the word she used, provocative? Or was it? Yeah, because I'm like, some people think provocative is simply showing your belly, right? Where your crop tops and stuff. Yeah, your shoulders, right? Some people think that that's provocative. So I'm like, I don't know. If she was wearing those tops that basically is like a sports bra and then hella booty shorts or something like that, you know, then I'm like, oh, maybe. I'm like, I don't know. It really depends.
Yeah, no mention of what she actually wears, but you can assume that's not that severe. She says, I know this because he asked her on the telephone about her opinion on me the day after meeting, and I was listening. He got really angry as I couldn't help it but cry about it. I met him through friends. As his love for video games, he knows I don't care about money.
Wait. He got mad at her?
He got mad at her for crying. about what his mom said.
I'll say again, leave him.
Now that we know more into the story, I'm like, yeah, like what? I wouldn't necessarily say red flag, but like a red flag, because I'm like, why are you getting mad? Your mom literally was trash talking your girlfriend.
Yep.
Oh wait, I might have been wrong.
Oh.
Okay, it's because she said he got really angry as I couldn't help it but cry about it.
So he probably got angry at the mom.
Yeah, so
You had us talking trash about him.
will
okay,
take
but
that.
it's because the way that she wrote it. I read it the way she wrote it.
Right.
Yeah,
We take it back. We take it back.
Yeah, we take it back.
He didn't talk to her or his dad for almost a month. I told him to please forgive her, as she called every day saying she was sorry.
Okay, green
with
flag on
him.
him actually.
Green
Green
flag.
He
flag.
never apologized to me. I didn't want to create a conflict in the family. After this last Christmas, they invited us to dinner, and I didn't know, but they prepared gifts for both of us. A wallet for him and pajamas for me. Only problem is that the pajama was XXXL. I'm curvy, but my size is an M. I didn't want to create drama, so I didn't say anything about it.
That's true.
The way that they didn't even like ask for her size, and they're just like, oh, she's on the bigger side, we're just gonna get her this.
Well, that's clearly insulting.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it feels like in a way
See,
it's purposely taunting, kind of.
XXXL is different from a medium.
Yeah.
Right.
As I was graduating, my boyfriend wants me to move in with him. I told him to first talk to his family as the house is theirs. Today, he was troubled and I asked what was happening. He told me his parents told him that, okay, I can move in with him, but I need to pay them a rent, as Latinas usually think that everything should be handed to us, and this is a way to make sure I am not using him for his house or money.
Wow. So they're racist.
Yeah,
Is
like-
what they're saying, basically.
I don't mind asking for rent, but with your intentions of like asking
of
for
why
rent,
you're asking in the first place. Yeah.
it's like,
You could have just been like, oh, we just want her to pay rent though if she's going to move in. But the fact that
Right.
mom is all like, because we don't want, and like she specifies to Latinas like them, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you really are just like nitpicking at her race at that point
Right.
and being very picky about it.
I'm feeling so offended. I told him that, I can pay the rent, but to be honest, at this point, I would love to live with him, but I would prefer to pay somewhere else to live. I don't know if I should confront them and this relationship or what to do. Yes, I told him to look somewhere else to live together, but he doesn't want to. He says that staying at the house his parents gave him allows him to save money in order to get a house that is ours quicker.
wait, so he lives with the parents?
No, his parents own a bunch of
yeah.
Oh,
properties,
right,
but he
yeah.
lives in one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't feel like that's a problem.
I
you know?
don't.
Like, I think like either if she does get if they do both get like their own place, they're both gonna have to like pay rent. So
Yes, but it's all about the intention behind the mom, right? Because she was all like, well, I want her to pay rent if you guys are moving into that property that we're going to give you guys. And then mom is like, the reason why I want her to do it is because of X, Y, and Z. And so I feel like, yes, if mom was just like, pay rent, because like if you were to find your own place, you would have to do that regardless, right? I'm like, if that was the meaning behind it, yeah, 100%, sure, go for it. But it's literally just like, is ill intent the right word? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's literally just ill intent. Like she's like picking on race, picking on like all of these things about her, and then saying using it to justify like why she should be doing that specific stuff.
True.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that he's not paying rent or paying very little rent compared to actually
What
anywhere
she would
else.
be, yeah.
So I get why it's a good financial move. For
Yeah.
her to move in with him, though, is a little difficult because then she'll have to, I'm sure his parents are going to hold something above her.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're living with my son because you're poor.
And you're
blah,
living
blah,
under
blah.
like my properties
Yeah.
and yeah.
So
Right.
you should do things for me. I don't know.
So you owe me,
Yeah.
X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did this for you, and yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Ooh. Does it end there? Does it come to
No,
like
there's an update.
Oh, there's an update.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it ended there. That was the first post.
Okay.
And then the update is, I decided to talk to my boyfriend on Wednesday. I don't know when this was posted, but first of all, I want to know how much they want to charge for living in their place, and only if it's below market value agreed on. If not, I can continue living with my parents a few more months and save money for my own place. Also, even if it's below, I will tell my boyfriend that we should split said rent, as I also want to save money for our future home. And have me paying a rent for a house he's been living for free? Oh, he was living in it for free.
Wow.
Isn't fair. He also mentioned that when moving, we should split bills. So again, just fair.
Yeah.
About my in-laws, I am tired of them. His dad doesn't do anything, at least that I know, but
Condone?
He says condoles the wife, but I'm assuming she's like
Condone?
condones.
Yeah.
Condones the wife,
condones.
saying she is the way she is, indirectly supporting her behavior. I told myself that her behavior was overprotective, as my boyfriend is the youngest child and I'm his first girlfriend. That would do it.
We'll do it.
It's possible. Yeah.
I will stop pushing my boyfriend towards them, and eventually, if they continue like this, ask him to go no contact.
Ooh.
Clarifications. By typical white family, I don't mean to talk about their behavior or their racist, or be racist. I mean that I met several members and all of them are white. Not only close family, my boyfriend, parents, older sister, and sister's BF, but everyone. My BF is the only one having a partner who is not white. Please excuse my... Okay, yeah, she said.
Oh.
We are French, and my family's from Colombia, so English is not my first language.
Yeah.
About her comment with hating having our grandchildren, her excuse for her comment was that she would hate it because we are too young and haven't experienced life enough.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
You gotta-
Do I buy it? Not after the comments she made.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
it's
only
really...
23.
It's
Yeah.
hard to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll excuse
Yeah.
that comment, right? Especially given all the other ones.
Mhm.
But also, if that was the reason why didn't you just say it from the start?
Right.
Like,
Yeah. She says, in the future, if she happens to mistreat our children, she will be dead to us. I won't allow my kids to suffer.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
damn, that's wild.
So no update yet, or that is the last update.
Yeah.
That's the last update.
I'm assuming they figured it out, but yeah, any last thoughts?
As a therapist, no, for real though, as a therapist, I feel like it's really helpful to create like pros and cons lists. Because I mean, boyfriend seems like he's okay. Like he doesn't seem like he's too bad of a guy. But I'm like, it's so hard because that's his mom, and like the fact that it almost seems like he's also not really doing anything regarding mom in the comments that she makes either about the girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's like you would think that he would like defend her in like some sort of aspect because they're dating and because she's making those comments, right? And I'm like, I get it. He did get mad at that one point, like when he was talking to mom, but I'm like, I don't know, like we only know so much from this like Reddit post, because I'm like, did you have a conversation with her after? Did you address how that's like not appropriate, like how you shouldn't be saying those comments about his girlfriend, you know? So I'm like, things like that. So I'm like, he seems like he's a good guy. He seems like he's okay. A pros and cons list is always super helpful, but sometimes too, like petty me is like, I'm over here like, I don't care, you don't like me, just for that I purposely want to marry your son and give you kids that you do not want,
right.
just to show that he loves me and like it does not matter, right? That's toxic.
That is toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the son is just like the dad.
Ooh,
You know,
just condoning
the
it.
mom's
That's not how
actions,
she
even though,
is.
yeah, it's like, oh, that's just how mom is, you know. Even though like he did get mad that one time.
Yeah.
Again, like we don't have enough like context or information, you know, like it's not like we have like a daily journal. They have like, you know, this is in their daily journal.
Not like
so.
we can look through the eyes of them and
Well, it just sounds like he's not doing enough with that. Like,
yeah.
I think that although, yes, they can save money, but like if that's the way that my significant other is feeling, like, okay, babe, like if that's how you feel, like I don't want to put you in this situation.
Yeah.
Like we'll go get our own place.
Yeah.
You know?
He's a software engineer. He can,
Yeah.
he can
Right.
afford renting for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
he had like his degree paid for him and
Right.
all that stuff. So no, I get where he's coming from though, because I'm like, shoot, if my parents like offered me that stuff, I'd be like, why would I want to leave this lifestyle?
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, I get it, but I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of compromise in there when it comes to the relationship and just kind of issues like that, especially when it's partner and mom or just parents overall. But yeah.
Are they married or?
No, they're
just dating,
boyfriend.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Boyfriend,
no.
girlfriend.
You were just saying, she was just saying in-laws. So I was like,
That's an easier way to
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
reference
yeah.
True.
them because you're
Yeah.
like my boyfriend's parents.
right.
Yeah. It's like the whole thing of my mom's sister's cousin's brother's aunt's little brother who
Twice removed.
yeah.
Twice removed.
So it's just like easier to kind of shorten it up like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Because I call my partner's parents my in-laws too.
IT
Yeah.
guy one.
IT guy one. Chinese IT guy.
Chinese guy.
Chinese.
That's right. That's,
Yeah, well, luckily, I think she says she still lives with her parents. So yeah, even if they don't, like, the living situation doesn't work out, they can just kind of stay where they are
yeah.
yeah.
and then just save up a little more.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think as long as the boyfriend understands like how his significant other feels, like I think that they'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't sound like he's like forcing her to do anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, like I'm forcing you to come live with me because this is a better situation. You know, we'll save money this way, so you have to come with me. So it feels like he's really understanding of the whole situation, and obviously understands how his mom is. So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
They'll be okay.
Good luck.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
right.
You too.
Next story. This is another relationship advice. Okay.
Okay.
I 23F hate my 26M boyfriend's dog. How do I handle this?
What?
Oh,
A dog? I thought she was gonna say like daughter or like
A dog.
a dog?
okay. Let's hear how possibly I guess bad the dog is or like what it is that the dog does.
Right, that's true. It depends on how trained or how well this dog is.
Yeah.
Okay. My boyfriend's dog is a Chihuahua. We'll call her Arch.
Well,
Not
No,
her actual name.
That's a stereotype.
I'm
That's a
just kidding.
stereotype.
I'm
I love
just
Chihuahuas.
kidding.
Yeah.
Kimchi's a little.
He's not a Chihuahua.
My dog
I
is
thought
a
he was
Chihuahua
mixed.
Terrier
He's a-
mix.
He's mixed
So
with a Lhasa. Lapso.
Yeah, we looked up. We looked up how to pronounce that the other day.
but yes.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
We'll call her Arch, not her real name.
Okay.
It's an old dog, about 10 years old, 10 plus years old, and she has issues. None
Wait,
of these
time out.
issues,
Why did they not just tell us what the dog's name is?
because he doesn't want her boyfriend to find
Confidentiality.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
She doesn't want her
Duh.
boyfriend to know what dog, like,
What's
that
going
is
on?
there.
That she's on Reddit over here
I guess.
talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
okay.
So that's why they do, like, they
They
fake
switch up the names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's like it's a dog. Like whose identity are you protecting?
Because we'd be like, that one day, this dog did this and this and
Right, and then you just
Yeah,
like connect
but,
it down.
but it
Like,
depends on
wait,
if like
that's
it depends on
Well,
if they even
sometimes
go on
they-
Reddit like that.
Yeah, and they
Sure.
also sometimes change the ages, or they change
yep.
like the actual like events.
Yep.
Yeah. So none of these issues have been properly addressed. She's aggressive towards other dogs. She bit my sister's dog, and sometimes kids, and she has strong separation anxiety and has decided to imprint on me. Other words, she won't leave my side. I've been with my boyfriend for 6 months. In the beginning, Arch's behavior was manageable, and I actually liked her. I found her behavior endearing. I'd mentioned to my boyfriend that it might be a good idea for her to go to a vet and try some sort of medication, and he just brushed me off. I moved in with him last month with my 2 cats. Arch has been terrible to my cats every day, and now I hate her. She's aggressive towards my cats and will attack them on a regular basis. She doesn't allow my cats near me, and when they do, she'll growl, chase them away. She has bitten and torn out their fur multiple times. My cats are the definition of scaredy cats and won't fight back. I'm tired of my cats being scared all the time, and not being able to be near my cats. I've tried addressing my boyfriend and about these issues, and he either brushes it off or gets upset. He says things like, "Do you want me to get rid of her?" I've tried bringing up the medication again, and he just gets upset and told me I don't want her to be sedated for the rest of her life. He refuses to get help for Arch's behavior. Now that this dynamic has gone on for a while, I hate Arch. How do I handle this situation?
leave him.
Oh, no. I feel like that's your solution for everything. Now, I'm going to be honest. I am a dog lover. I have 2 dogs myself, so I am a little biased. However, hearing that story, I'm kind of like, you have to take some things into consideration, and you have to realize that sometimes you cannot change things, right? And I'm like, it's all about knowing a dog and a cat's like body language, knowing their boundaries, like things like that. So I'm like, I don't know how Arch was before they turned like their age, right? I don't know if because it almost sounds like Arch is a reactive dog if they don't like
Yeah.
other animals, right? And I'm like, unfortunately, that's something that is kind of hard to like train dogs out of, unless you really take the time to do it, or unless you kind of like sign them up for like training classes or whatever, you know. So I'm like, you have to take that into consideration. I don't know if original poster knows that, but also I'm kind of like, knowing that Arch doesn't even like other dogs. He is Arch a boy, a girl?
They reference the dog as she.
Okay. So even though she has already bitten the sister's dog and like all of this stuff, you know, I'm like, not to say like don't move in and don't bring your cats in, right? But it's all about setting up a healthy like boundary to make sure that you can have your pets, but they just don't cross each other to kind of the point where like they always have that issue, always like nipping at one another, like things like that. So I'm kind of like, and she already says it too. She's like, my cats are scaredy cats. They don't fight for themselves. So when the dog attacks, they don't do anything. You just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little biased, but it's also all about understanding animals. So.
Yeah, I don't really understand where she was coming from with the medication part. Like maybe during like certain like events, like hey, we're going to a family gathering. Like we know that dogs are going to be there. Let's give him or her this medication so that she's like not too like overly stimulated. You know.
Oh, some animals have like chronic like anxiety, chronic like stress. So they do have a better quality of life on medication.
Yes. Yeah.
There's like pros and cons to that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that the boyfriend's not doing anything though.
Yeah.
Right? The boyfriend's not doing anything.
Yeah, when he was like, what do you want me to do? Like get rid of her or something? I'm like, no. That is such, I was like, dude, that's literally boy math. Like, what do you want me?
Right.
No, I didn't say that.
Right. It's like, no, maybe let's consider options like training.
Yeah.
Or if we go down the route of medicating her, then like let's do that.
Yeah.
But like clearly you're like the dog has already bitten other dogs.
Yep.
Is aggressive. I don't know. Aggressive? Not really aggressive. It's
kind of.
What did you say? Reactive?
I would say
I said reactive.
I would say reactive, and also she has some resource guarding issues because she's resource guarding OP.
Yeah.
So one thing to help is training, because then you kind of limit access to yourself to the dog, so that the dog starts seeing you as less valuable. And also just desensitizing them to the cats.
Yeah. The fact that they just brought the cats in, it's like
that will ruin a dynamic.
Yeah.
Also kind of sucks that this person has had allegedly, I'm assuming, 10 plus years with this dog, and then OP comes in and then they immediately bonds with OP.
Yeah.
So I'm like, has the boyfriend been like that great of an owner if the dog doesn't have any bond with him?
Yeah, when you said that dog imprinted on them, I was like, really? And they've only been together for 6 months. So I'm like, wow.
I think Chihuahuas are notorious for like preferring one person. Like, forever. Like, you know. So like they bond with an owner and they prefer that owner over everyone else.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of weird.
Kind of sus. But
is there an update to this?
Nope.
Or is that it?
Oh.
There are some comments where they're just saying, so apparently they moved in 3 months of dating, or 5 months into dating. So that might be a little...
How old are they? They're
23 and then her boyfriend is 26.
Okay.
I don't think that's necessarily bad. I
mean, we don't know their relationship.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think she's got to be a little bit more understanding about the dog and kind of like where she's coming from, how she also like was raised, because that plays like a lot into just the entire story and behavior of the dog. It's really hard because, again, Reddit, you don't get the full story. Like, they're not going to be like, 10 years ago, Archie was born in a farm to Mother Daisy and father, right? Like, I don't get all of that. So I'm like, I don't know how Archie grew up. I don't know, like, kind of how OP's partner, like, Rose raised the dog.
Raised the dog. Yeah, that's very true. That comes to habit
and
to play.
And assuming that OP is like a cat person. Assuming that OP is a cat person because she only has cats, she might not know how to read dog body language. So she probably doesn't even know anything about dog training.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, for me too, like I'm still trying to learn like the dog languages of you guys' dogs. Sometimes you're like, the back of the hair is sticking up. I'm like, really?
Yeah. It's usually like right here by the butt.
Yeah. Daisy's is very prominent when
it's usually easier to see short haired dogs.
Yeah.
I think I'm more of like a sound person. So like when they growl, I'm like, who's growling? Stop it.
But no,
Stop it.
not all dogs growl.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Daisy growls all the time.
she does. But Autumn doesn't. So
Autumn doesn't.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, I don't know.
Autumn silently does. She does her little lip.
Her little- yeah.
little lip slit.
yeah. But what should she do? I think give him an ultimatum. You guys have been dating for 6 months. If you're not gonna get your dog trained, then I have 2 cats. I have to think about 2 cats as well. You know, then like it's either we live separately or you know, if like it just feels like he's being lazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not affecting him. So he
Right.
doesn't
Yeah.
care.
So then that's gonna affect like what if you guys have kids one day?
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
are you even gonna help me like take care of the kids at all? Are you know not like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you also have to remember that when dogs have these issues, it's because they're having a hard time. So he also doesn't care about Archie or Arch.
Arch,
Like,
yeah,
because if she's having such a hard time where she's like barking, growling, snapping at other animals,
Mm-hmm.
then wouldn't you want your dog to be like happy? Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
the dog.
Disclaimer: not saying that dogs or pets and babies are the same. Just not
Gotta
saying
put that
that.
out there.
Yep, not saying that.
That is a big discourse
Yeah.
that people are like,
Yeah.
People are always saying that.
Yeah.
well, I love my dogs like they're my kids, but that's their that's my opinion.
parents would say otherwise, but
Right.
Same with my mom.
That's why I have no kids and no dogs.
you're an uncle to our
I'm
dogs.
I'm a gunkle to everybody.
You're Gunkle.
Hey, Daily. Yeah. Hi.
But yeah, I agree. You gotta do something, okay? You gotta
Yeah.
get training, medication, talk to
Yeah.
your vet,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Otherwise, some management within the household, maybe put the dog
Yeah.
away sometimes, let the cats roam around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all about finding
Yeah.
a balance.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
that's hard. That's tough. Because I feel like at this point she's taking it into her own hands. At
Yes.
This point, right?
Yeah. It almost seems like Arch is becoming her dog, basically.
Right.
Then. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if the dog already imprinted on her. It's
Yeah.
Like, has like attachment issues with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that sucks.
That's good luck, girl.
Yeah. It's like, I know you guys are dating, but that's not your dog.
It's not your dog.
Man. Leave him.
Don't be
Jeez.
Let's do an Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
Unless you have an. Oh, nice.
The rest of them are Am I the Assholes?
Nice.
Huh,
All
nice.
right.
I'm an asshole, so I can.
You would know.
I will know.
You know, I think you're gonna like this one, Chi.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh.
Am I the asshole for dumping my boyfriend after I overheard what he said about me?
Yes. I mean, no, sorry.
like, what?
No.
Or like,
No,
That
you're
was
not.
quick. Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
We
but-
need to know.
Yeah, go on.
On Friday, my boyfriend, 25M, and I, 23F, attended a mutual friends-themed dinner party. We had a good time and the night went by without any problems. I spent most of the time with my female friends and my boyfriend was hanging out with his buddies. Towards the end, I went outside to chat with someone and then went back in to look for my boyfriend, whom I hadn't seen in a while. I walked past the guest room and immediately heard my boyfriend talking to his best friend. I could tell they were talking about me, so yes, I stopped by and listened out of sheer curiosity. Whether you want to debate the ethics of that is up to you.
You know, this kind of sounds like season 2
Of Bridgerton?
of Bridgerton.
Man, if only we could talk about
Wow.
season
Oh,
two.
man. I guess I gotta start watching.
Okay, we'll put it on when we're free gaming.
yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I lost my place. Okay. His friend was telling my boyfriend how lucky he was to have me and that I'm a real catch. He even said that I had admirable qualities and jokingly asked my boyfriend how he managed to bag me. My boyfriend, in a very serious tone, said he's the catch and in the relationship and that I'm always trying to please him. He said, with pretty girls, you have to make sure that she's insecure. When they're confident, it's not going to work. Then he explained that I don't realize how objectively attractive I am due to my raging insecurities about every detail.
Wow.
Wow.
I was left speechless and deeply shocked. His friend was quiet and then said, "That's fucked up." My boyfriend
Good job.
laughed and kept saying they both know it's true and to quit virtue signaling. At the end, his friend said that if I'm insecure, I do a great job hiding it because he views me as a confident and assertive person.
Mm.
Boyfriend laughed and said, "Nah, bro, she's insecure. It's crazy." Then he grossly said that sex with insecure hot chicks is the best because they'll do anything to please you.
Wow.
I didn't knock on the door. I didn't walk in. Later when we went home and I didn't bring it up, I broke with him via text the next day. I explained why I made that decision. Now my friends think I'm crazy for jumping to that decision so fast. They said that if I hit him with a breakup out of nowhere and didn't even give him a chance to explain himself and give context.
No.
Oh, he explained himself, all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What more context can you give in that?
Yep. I said that his words shattered my heart and no amount of context will salvage this.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
no, you're not the asshole.
You're not the asshole.
He's the asshole.
He's the asshole.
That's wild.
That's wild.
The only people who don't think I'm the asshole are my closest female friend and his best friend. They both feel bad for me and said I did the right thing.
Yeah.
So am I the asshole for doing what I did, or is it justified?
It's justified. 100%.
Yep.
Like, I'm like, the fact that the boyfriend can't even say, the ex-boyfriend now, the fact that he couldn't even say that stuff to her face, but also the way that he has those beliefs about her, you got me messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And then to like confidently say that stuff to your best friend and be like, oh, no, this and that. No. Even with the best friend saying like, that's fucked up, like that's bogus. He's like, no, it's not. You got me messed the fuck up.
Yeah. I hope that best friend like drops him too. Like, dude, like you have issues, man. Like, I don't want to be associated with like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OP and best friend should date.
That's literally what someone in the comments said.
Really?
And she was like, well, giving his exes, like considering his exes, I don't think I'm exactly his type.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
she doesn't seem like she's interested in him either. And she said, people are saying, oh, the friend might be interested in you because if he was saying all those nice things about you, he might be interested. And she said, I think he was just being nice and probably felt bad my ex was trash talking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Yeah. But we always love that. Where with her,
I'm like, he's like standing up for her. He's like, he sounds like a good guy, giving her all these compliments. Just date.
That's the bare minimum.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. I'm over here like, wow, he's such a good guy. It's the bare minimum. My God.
He's a good guy compared to the boyfriend.
Yes.
But then again,
Yeah.
It's just like
wow.
It's the context. Yeah, even if he gave context to that, what context could it have been?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I was just talking shit with my boy.
I just said it to look cool.
I was
like,
just trying to look cool.
how can you try and defend yourself to not sound as bad as you already did, even making those comments in the first place? Like,
I'm just curious. Like, what would your excuse be?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't mean any of that. I was just flexing.
Yeah.
Flexing what? That you think your girlfriend's a dumbass?
Yeah.
You think your
the fact that she's insecure, like, does not make sense. So good for her.
Good for her.
And I'm like, the people that are like saying like, you didn't even give it a chance. No. We're all too old for this stuff. We are not like, we can communicate or we can just end it. Like,
I heard. I heard that, or some people are saying now like, you don't have to have a reason to end a relationship.
Yeah.
And if you want to give them closure, you don't have to. You can, but you don't have to.
I agree. Yeah.
As long as you yourself know why it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel.
Yeah. It's like that saying of what is it? Like, people don't deserve like a reason, or like you don't have to like
explain yourself.
There we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People don't need an explanation. They don't deserve an explanation.
Yep.
Right. So it's kind of like that where, sometimes things are going to happen and either you or the other person is going to be like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? But you don't have to give people an explanation.
Sure don't.
Yeah.
Especially if it's that situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you. I'm not giving you closure, bitch. I'm not going to listen to you yap some nonsense.
Yeah. And I feel like he could probably assume, well, I mean, she told him anyways. Right? She said that she texted him why she broke up with him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But I'm like, even if she didn't, I feel like he can probably assume why. Like, especially if like things were totally fine and then all of a sudden there's like that switch up of, okay, actually I'm breaking up with you. Like, I feel like he should be able to be like, okay, well, what was the last thing that we did together? What, like, connect the dots. And
it's like, oh, you broke up with me the next day after I told my best friend about you and after he defended you. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
well, he might be dumb enough not to.
I was gonna say.
She didn't hear that conversation.
What? Yeah.
She wasn't.
So why else would she have done it?
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild. I guess Chewy was right to say no from the start.
Actually, I
Well,
said.
you said
Oh yeah, you said
Actually,
yes, but then you went back and
I was like, wait.
yes. Here's another one for you, okay?
Okay.
But this time it's a guy.
oh, okay.
Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend after she went to a festival with her male friend?
Ooh.
Oh, I can't say anything yet.
I know. I need more
really
before I can
depends.
say something.
It really depends. Was it just them two?
I think so, yeah.
Were they how close are they?
You'll tell. You'll see.
Yeah, I can't.
I know. I'm like this is a tough one.
So
The toughie.
yeah, I mean, initially, I would say yes, you are the asshole. Initially,
Yes.
right?
I feel
No
like
context.
No
no
context.
context. I feel like I
Yep.
would agree. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I, 25M, was together with my girlfriend, 25F, for a year. Both me and my girlfriend are opposites. Oh, have opposite sex friends, but there is that one guy I'm uncomfortable with. My gut screams this guy was waiting for his opportunity. Everything he did and the way he acted just screamed satellite guy. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I was
I-
like, what is that?
Don't know what that.
I'm
means.
assuming it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I have no.
I'm
Let
picturing,
me just. Hey,
I'm picturing a
Siri.
satellite
right.
that's like
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
scoping for potential opportunities.
I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe.
Yeah, it's hard.
We'll put the Urban Dictionary.
Right.
Version of
Right.
what it is. The definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definition.
He screamed satellite guy to me. We had previous discussions about him before, and my ex-girlfriend just said he is always like that. Fast forward to last week, my ex-girlfriend told me they want to go to a festival event together with this guy. There's a band they both like, and they want to go see them and have fun in this different city. I told her that I'm not comfortable with her going to the festival with this guy. Plus, most people rent a tent during the festival and stay together in one. She said she will go there regardless, as it's just a friend and they want to see the band live. I wanted to propose going together with them, but I was not available at that time. I told her that I was extremely uncomfortable with the idea of going to a festival with this guy. We had a small argument and she brushed it off. The same weekend, they went there and came back this Monday. I don't live together with my girlfriend, but she had clothes in my place. I packed them and delivered to her on the same day. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delivered to her on the same day. I also told her I broke up with her and wished her the best of luck. What happens afterward was not pretty. There was a lot of crying and screaming from her side, and she asked why I'm breaking up with her now and should have told her I was going to break up with her if she went with that guy. I told her it's not healthy to give ultimatums in a relationship. I just stated my boundary and how uncomfortable I was with her going to the festival with this guy. In the end, she breached the boundary and I decided to break up with her. That's all it is. I blocked her everywhere, but she's trying to reach out to me through different phone numbers and texting me. Nothing happened between them there. I did not even imply something happened there, but okay. Am I the
Right.
asshole?
I'll say no. You're not the asshole.
Yeah.
You gave her she knows your boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, you told her your boundaries, and I've been in similar situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's like you told her boundaries and she crossed it. You know, kind of like what he said. Even if nothing happened, you know, like. I don't know. I feel like if I was a girl, I'd be like, okay, like that's fine. I won't go then. You know, I'll go to like the next show that he comes, whatever. Maybe then you're free. We can both go together.
Yeah, I agree. I think the fact that he was already uncomfortable with the male friend from the start and he's like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, he's already setting that boundary. And like any and all healthy relationships, it's really important to set boundaries and to respect them, right? Because then once people start kind of pushing those boundaries, that like is that segue for, okay, I can continue to push boundaries. This person is not going to be firm in those boundaries, right? And so I don't think he's the asshole at all. I think he did what he felt was right? And they're both 25. I would say at that age, you're kind of somewhat a mature adult, right? So when you make these decisions, you got to be more mindful about it. And also for her to be like, you should have told me you would break up with me if I went. Well, would that have stopped you?
Right.
Like, I'm like,
I think she would have broke up with him first.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that would make me look like the asshole.
Yeah.
Then. It's like,
yeah. Because I'm like, it didn't seem like she really cared at all. The fact that the ex-boyfriend didn't like it, was uncomfortable with it. Because for her to still be like, oh, I'm still going to go. Like, I'm like, maybe not the healthiest or the smartest thing to do, right?
And it's like you don't want to be like a controlling boyfriend.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
again, you're both 25, like, or 24, 25. Like, you make your own decisions, and this was my decision.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dang.
What about you? What do you think?
Not the asshole.
Yeah.
I like how you guys said it's just like he set a boundary and she crossed it.
Yeah. It's as simple as that.
And to add context, right? He says in the comment section, he says, yes, it was just that particular guy. He tried to get sexual on the first occasion with my girlfriend.
Oh.
I literally caught him trying to caress and grab my girlfriend's thighs when they were drunk. Also, he treats me like I'm his enemy or something. Gets flirty with my ex-girlfriend all the time and just an overall satellite guy.
We're gonna have to like look what that means.
Yeah, we need to look up what that
I feel like
means.
that might give us more context into like the other guy, but I'm like right now I'm like so lost on what that is. But
Can you look it up quick?
yeah.
Or-
But also given kind of just that quick little update, quick little context that the ex-boyfriend gave, I'm like, oh, well, yeah. Like if this friend is already doing like stuff like that, like touching your girlfriend in like a sexual way or like just in an inappropriate way, like knowing that she has a boyfriend, knowing that the boyfriend is there, you know, I'm like, why would you think that that was smart to do? So definitely the guy friend, red flags.
Satellite boyfriend. A guy who is not in the friend zone, nor is the official boyfriend. A friend with benefits without the benefit, but solely wishes he had benefits. Well, friends with benefits without the benefits, but solely wishes he had benefits.
Okay, I could see that, actually. That helps a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Why do you look confused still?
Oh, no, I'm just, there's a lot of,
Yeah.
I got it.
So, not in the friend zone, is a friend, wants to be a friend with benefits, but doesn't get the benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. No, not the asshole.
Yeah, especially because there was already some sexual encounters. Clearly he was interested.
Yeah.
People are, some commenters are saying that she probably just liked the attention.
Possible.
Could be.
Some people really do like that.
Yeah.
Even when they have a partner. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be like sleeping in the same tent as the guy.
Yeah, like for sure something happened.
Yeah.
Maybe she may not have noticed,
Well-
but if
Okay, yeah, true. I was gonna say
Yeah.
we can't jump to conclusions. We can't just assume that something had to have happened just because it's a guy and a girl. But I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know. She already was defending herself. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't say
Right.
if anything happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah, but a lot of people oftentimes assume when a guy and a girl go do things, they assume like something is bound to happen. So
Right.
I'm like, I can see why she was like, maybe he thought something happened, and maybe that's why he broke up with me.
well, then
So I can
that
see why.
shows that she doesn't understand why he broke up with her. He broke up with her because she crossed a boundary, not because
Yeah.
he thinks she did something.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not trying to defend her. Calm down. No,
I'm saying like it's,
yeah.
good for you.
Yeah.
Like maybe you guys can make up, and maybe you guys can like learn from this. But for the moment, like
crossing the boundaries are the first red flags.
Yeah, because if she didn't even respect that, who's to say that she'll respect it if they get back together?
true. And if I feel like even if you guys they did get back together, like it's gonna be kind of awkward. Unless they're like, oh, like I've unfriended that one guy friend personally because
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
she'd
You
have
know?
to cut out the friend.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But I don't know. If she allegedly likes the attention, she might go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that might even give them the opportunity at that point then to date from there. If the helicopter satellite.
A satellite guy.
I said helicopter.
close enough, right?
But yes.
So, well, some commenters are saying that they won't date because she just liked the attention. She didn't actually think he's an eligible boyfriend.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that, yeah.
Mhm.
Because she wouldn't have been so obvious about it, right? If she was cheating with him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just conspiracies.
Theories.
Some theories.
Ooh, I love conspiracy theories. We should put that into our
We should do that
podcast.
too.
I'll
I
note that
love
down.
it. Yeah.
Last story of the day. Am I the asshole for rehoming my dog without telling my roommate?
Whose dog is it? Is it your dog or is it your
Says-
roommate's dog?
he
Am I
says
the
my
asshole
dog.
for rehoming my dog without telling my roommate?
Given no context, yeah, I'm gonna say no.
No.
Okay. I, 20, female 20, live with my roommate, Sarah, F20, 21. We've been best friends since high school and decided to move in together when we started college. Things have been great except for one major issue. Her dog, Max. When we moved in, Sarah asked if it was okay to bring Max. I agreed because I love dogs and thought it would be nice to have him around. However, I didn't realize how much responsibility.
Wait.
Hold up. I didn't realize how much responsibility would fall on me. Sarah works late and often has evening classes, so the majority of Max's care ended up on my shoulders. I walked him, I fed him, I cleaned up after him. At first, I didn't mind, but over time, it became overwhelming. I'm also a full-time student with a part-time job, and added responsibilities of taking care of Max was affecting my grades and mental health. I talked to Sarah multiple times about sharing the responsibilities, but nothing changed. She always had an excuse or a promise to do better, but never followed through. Last week, I reached my breaking point. I had a major exam coming up and a project due, and Sarah was gone for a 3-day weekend trip. Ooh. She left Max with me again, without even asking if I was available.
Oh.
I was so stressed that I started looking for a solution. I contacted a local animal rescue group, and I explained my situation. They were understanding and agreed to take Max in temporarily until they could find a new home. Dang. I made sure he was in a good place where he would be cared for properly. When Sarah came back and found out Max was gone, she was furious. She accused me of being heartless and said I had no right to give her dog away. I explained how overwhelmed I was and that I had tried to talk to her about it multiple times, but she wouldn't listen. Now Sarah won't speak to me and is threatening to move out. Some of our mutual friends think I did the right thing for my own well-being, but others believe I should never have given Max away without Sarah's permission. So Reddit, am I the asshole for rehoming my roommate's dog without telling her?
Ooh. I don't know what to think for this one.
Yeah, I changed to like a
You're like, wait a minute. It's not your dog, but it's technically your dog with how much you're taking care of Max.
Yeah.
So I am on her side though, I would say, but I think that there is some things that she could have done. Like maybe reach out to somebody, be like, hey, I have an exam this week. Like, can you just watch the dog for a few days?
Yep. And like just taking that stuff into consideration leads me to say then I think yes. I think she is the asshole. Because I'm like
confliction.
I know I really am conflicted. Because I'm like, yes, she technically, because I'm like, technically, if we're talking about it, it was the roommate's dog because the roommate brought the dog first. However, the fact that OP was taking care of the dog so much that it basically became their dog, it almost is kind of that sense of, oh, well, it's basically my dog. I do everything for it. I might as well make that decision. However, I'm like, I understand that they have tried multiple times to have that conversation with the roommate, but I'm like, have you had that conversation of, yo, you really got to do something about this, otherwise I'm gonna give the dog away. I am going to rehome that dog.
This is where it's good to have ultimatums.
Yes,
I would say so. Yeah,
I would agree because I'm like, the fact that you just rehomed the dog without really like getting her input, without really trying to let her know of, I am getting stressed to the point where I want to give that dog away, right? So I'm like, again, she could have went about it in a totally different way. She could have asked for support from other people. She could have straight up told this person like, yo, I am getting stressed out and you keep leaving me with this dog. It's not helping at all. And then again, throwing that ultimatum in there. But she instead is just like, I have an exam and I'm feeling really stressed and I'm just going to go and do this. And to me, that almost sounds like impulsive of, you know what, I've had enough with it. I'm just going to go and do this because it's going to make my life 100 times better. And so I'm like, when I'm trying to like look at kind of the pros and cons, right?
Yeah. I can see it from that. It's like, first of all, again, at the end of the day, it's not your dog, right? So it's like the fact that you did do that. I mean, I don't know. I'm right in the middle. I don't know.
I know it's so hard.
Well, some conspiracy theories, right? I'm thinking that because she was able to fully give a dog away to a organization, that she had enough proof that she was the owner of the dog. Because usually if you're going to turn in a dog or something, you have to have like proof that you're the owner. So I'm assuming maybe she paid for some vet bills. Maybe she paid for food. Maybe she had enough receipts to be like, yeah, I paid for a lot for this dog.
Right.
And I don't want it anymore. And then they just took the dog because they believed her. Obviously, she explained that this is her roommate's dog, but then clearly no organization is going to open themselves up for a lawsuit by taking a dog that has no proof that it's their dog.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. Maybe she was doing more than she says in the Reddit post.
Yeah.
Do I think she should have given the dog away without at first at least giving an ultimatum to the roommate, no. Especially not even at least giving her a heads up. Yo, I'm dropping your dog off because you goddamn keep giving it to me, so I'm not taking care of this dog anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. Switching back to like, yes, you are the asshole.
Yeah, I think it's also harder for me because I'm like, I can kind of relate because I'm like Daisy, my dog, like similar situation. My sister like not took her in because we got her for free, but like my sister got her, and so then she became a family dog, and then yeah, there is a fly here. It's been in here this whole time.
I just noticed.
But yeah, so I'm like, she originally started off as a family dog, but then I feel like me and Alex took on more responsibility. And so then I'm like, I asked them, I was like, hey, can I just have Daisy technically like just be my dog? Like, can I just claim her as my dog? Right? I had that conversation.
You guys were the one who took her to the vet, so
but I'm like, that's the thing though, is that OP should have had that conversation of, hey, I feel like I am doing most of the responsibilities for this dog. I feel like you don't really do anything as much as or as often as you say you would, right? I'm just going to claim responsibility of this dog, and then whatever actions I do moving forward, it's because I am officially that dog's owner.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. Yeah, just putting that, like, really putting down, like, that foot down.
Yeah.
You're like, boom, 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 receipts, and, like, either you're going to start doing more, or I'm going to claim Max as my dog.
Yeah. That's sad. I always get so sad when people rehome dogs.
It's not the dog's fault.
It's not.
It's really not.
And she didn't mention any like behavior issues. It's more like it was just a dog that was existing in her apartment.
Yeah.
She didn't want to take care of it anymore.
Yeah. So sad.
Which is valid. She shouldn't have to take care of her roommates. But, you know, it's not the dog's fault.
Yeah.
And luckily, or at least she found a good place, a good organization to hold the dog.
Yeah.
Right.
While she's looking for a new home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even then, like, the friend could always just go and like get her back, right?
Yep. If she has enough proof, she can just go get the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might have to pay like a surrendering fee though, or like you know,
some sort of fee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say
or
so.
she could even wait until they put that dog up for adoption,
but then
she could re-adopt it.
She'd have to pay for the adoption again.
If she
and
already
she might
has
not
to
even be picked because some organizations
that's true. Yeah,
have like strict rules for adopters. So she might not even get picked. Especially if like a college student living in an apartment.
Right.
You're not getting
true.
picked.
Yeah.
That's true. Makes me wonder how she got the dog in the first place then. Did they share that in the beginning?
Nope.
Did I totally miss it? No, okay.
She moved in with the dog.
With the dog.
So.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
I am also not on her friend's side. Okay.
No. Yeah, same.
Nope.
Friend is a bad dog owner.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
like, you gotta
Bad
get
dog
together,
owner, bad
girl.
friend,
Yep.
bad roommate.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. Right when you said like, oh yeah, me and my best friend moved in together, I'm like, that's a problem.
They've been best friends since high school.
That's a problem.
That's hard. I feel like those stories are like 50-50 on
Yep.
whether they work out or not.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the comment section are all roasting her. They're like,
Oh,
why did you give a dog away that's not yours? Like, she could sue you. She could sue you. Like, that's illegal because a dog is a property. It's like property.
Yeah.
So-
I guess.
She could sue you, although I don't think it'd probably just be like a civil court case because
Yeah.
probably won't value the dog very high to be a criminal court case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
A lot of people are saying she's the asshole. I haven't seen one that says
she's not.
she's not an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, like I think I see where she was coming from, but there could have been a different, like how she went about it could have been done differently.
Like route?
and
Is that what you were
better.
thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like again, like asking someone just to watch her for a
Yeah.
while. You know, like is that your only friend? You know, like
She said it was during a big exam, so
Yeah.
she might have felt overwhelmed and she might have been stressed. But yeah, she definitely should have found something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why, again, I said almost seems like an impulsive decision.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, hopefully Max is living somewhere happy in a good life, good home.
Good family, good owners.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
she's that neglectful or she doesn't even take care of the dog, I highly doubt she'd make that effort to go back and get
Yeah.
Right.
If anything, she'd just be like, that was rude of you. Like, you should
Yeah.
never done that. I'm cutting off the friendship. And then kind of just leaving it at that.
Yeah.
If she's petty enough, she might go get the dog again.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope
I
she doesn't.
know. Hopefully, the dog is good.
Yeah.
Like, happy, healthy somewhere.
Yeah. All right, should we end it off?
Yeah, should we end it?
See ya.
I hate you.
Bye.
You're over here. You're the Asian girl on Pitch Perfect.
I wonder if the mic actually picked that up or not.
I highly doubt it. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk about next time? Next podcast.
Honestly, I'm kind of interested in the conspiracy theories. I feel like that one's really interesting.
I'm down for that.
I didn't even start season 2 of Bridgerton, so we cannot do that.
Don't worry about it.
Maybe we should all bring a conspiracy theory.
Ooh, that'd be fun. But that means I have to do research on conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
you want me to do all the research?
Yeah, actually, I get paranoid when I start reading this stuff, right?
I don't want to do all that.
That's good. We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, conspiracy theories next week.
Yeah.
Next week. Yeah.
Is that really how we're...
Oh, that's. I was like, I was trying to figure out what the tune was, and I was like, wait, I'm seeing like some like Final Fantasy stuff right now. But yeah, cool.
Is that how we're ending it?
I think so.
Okay, bye.
Oh, okay.